If your online presence is not dialed in the way it needs to be, you are probably killing deals and you may not even realize it. Welcome back to another episode of Expert in You Podcast. I'm your host, Ann Carden. And this week, I want to talk about your reputation lives online, even if your business happens offline. I want to talk about how decision makers validate you today in the market and what to fix if you're not positioned as the one. So let's dive in. First of all, we are all influenced by what we see online. And in the marketplace today, it's how many decisions are made. If your online presence is not dialed in the way it needs to be, you are probably killing deals and you may not even realize it. Think of your online presence as like silent sales reps. So even when you're not marketing, everything that people are seeing online about you is either closing the loop and influencing them to work with you or invest in you or partner with you or whatever it is you're doing, or it's killing the deal. See, decision makers today are not just asking, are you good? It's not enough to be good anymore. What they're really asking is, can I trust you? Are you a risk if I bring you in on this project, or if we invest in you or we hire you? Are you a risk? They're asking, can I put my name behind you so that I know you're going to make me look good, or I know you're going to be able to do the job? They're asking, are you credible? Can we trust that you will be able to do this work? And they're also asking, are you the best choice? Or do we have lots of options out there and many choices? And then how do we decide who to pick? You want to take yourself out of the many options and you want to put yourself into the only option bucket. So if your online presence is not doing the selling for you, even when you're not marketing, you're going to have to do a lot of extra selling in every conversation you have. Who wants that, right? Also, when your online presence and your online positioning is so dialed in, it will actually shorten sales cycles. And so many people wonder why sales cycles are so long. It's because they're going through their options, they're price shopping, they're trying to figure out if you're a good choice. If you want to shorten sales cycles and you want to get chosen faster, then be the best choice, be the obvious choice. The second thing to consider is that when people are making decisions in the market today, they're validating certainty, not just credentials. So think about that for a minute. So most experts assume that buyers want proof, but what buyers are really looking for is confidence that they're making the best decision. They also want clarity that they're making the right decision with what it is you do. So if your message isn't clear, if who you help is not clear, if your positioning is not clear, then there's going to be maybe confusion and they won't really be sure. And you don't want to have that happen. You don't want to miss business because they're not really sure if you would be the right person for this, because they're not really sure what you do or how you help people. So you have to have that clarity that shows up in your online positioning. And finally, they want certainty. Again, how do they know that you're the best choice? There has to be credibility and trust built into your online positioning. You have to have that authority in the market. For example, if you've written a book around your exact method or your process, and that book is filled with case studies, there's going to be certainty and clarity around what it is you do. So online validation is less about your resume and it's more about, do you look like the one person who can solve this or do this work for us? So your message has to be very clear. If it's not, if it's vague, if it's too broad, you're going to blend in. If your content is very generic and it's not dialed in so that you look like the best choice and the obvious choice and you look like everyone else, you're going to get passed over. And if your positioning is unclear, you're going to feel optional. So most people don't lose opportunities because they aren't qualified. They lose opportunities because they aren't positioned right in the market. Their positioning is weak. Finally, I want to talk to you about how to merge the offline and the online world so that your effort is multiplied. everything that you're doing is multiplied, and you start building a pipeline. With all of the things that we have available to us today, there's no reason to only do offline or online. When you put these two worlds together, everything will exponentially multiply. Let me show you what I mean. Networking works, but it's not really a system if you don't put it into a system. And one way that you can put it into a system is when you go out and network and you meet somebody and you have that conversation, you can bring that relationship online and you can actually put them into your pipeline. So now you can create follow-up, you can create momentum, you can create conversation. You can stay in front of that person and you can stay top of mind. If you're having to only rely on getting in front of them face-to-face in person, you can't multiply yourself that much. But because of the online world, you have the opportunity to multiply that effort. So when you come back and you bring that relationship online and you say connect with them on LinkedIn, and then you start that conversation back over again, it can speed things along so much faster. It can speed the know, like, and trust. You can build that relationship so much faster. You can also build your online influence so that when you do show up in rooms offline, people are already blown away. They feel like they already know you. That's the power of merging these two worlds. Offline creates connection. Online creates continuity. So let me give you a simple process that you can follow. Think about this as a handshake to a path to a sale. All right? So you meet someone offline, you come back, you connect with them online. Typically, if you're a B2B, if you're in business, this is going to be on LinkedIn. It could be other platforms, but LinkedIn is such a great place to connect with people because you can set up your LinkedIn profile almost like a mini website. It's one of the first things I do with my clients is we actually set up their LinkedIn profile so that they are well positioned before we even touch their website. Why? Because when you connect with people on LinkedIn, they are going to check out that profile. So you meet them offline, you come back, you connect with them on LinkedIn, and then you're able to stay visible and relevant to them through your content, even through conversations in Messenger, in the inbox. You can stay top of mind with them and you can start building that ecosystem and that pipeline. It's such a fast way to speed the know, like, and trust and speed those relationships. It's also a faster way to get referrals because now you can see who else they're connected to. You can see what their network is, and you can ask for referrals right there on LinkedIn because you already know who's in their world. So you can build a stronger pipeline this way as well. So bring your offline relationships online. You need that online runway. Again, it's going to multiply your efforts. But when you're positioned in the right way and now you build that relationship faster online, guess who's going to get chosen more often? Guess who's not going to be passed over? Guess who is going to be thought of when something arises that they feel you would be a good fit for, or to send a referral your way. So you can multiply your referrals, you can multiply your connections, you can multiply your marketing efforts. Don't miss this opportunity that you have. And I see so many business owners that are missing this opportunity right now. When I work with a lot of firm owners and people that are doing a lot of networking and business building offline, and I start bringing them into the online world and doing this in the right way and merging those two worlds, their business grows exponentially. And more importantly, when they show up in rooms, people are like, oh, I see you all over. I already feel like I know you because I see you so much. That's what we want. We want to speed those relationships, right? And that's exactly what this can do. So listen, if you need some help doing this, you can book a call with me at acarden.com and let's talk about how to elevate your positioning, your business, so that you can get chosen, so that you can be the obvious choice, and so that your online presence and positioning is that 24/7, 365 days a year silent sales rep for you. so that you're getting more business, more referrals, and more connections coming your way. I don't want you to miss the opportunities that you have today. So book a call today at acarden.com and leave me some comments about what you thought about this episode. And I hope you found it helpful. Have an amazing day, and God bless you. Bye-bye.